Good morning, you crazy kids. So today we're gonna be learning how to make an thick boy, thick, very thick. So let's here, let me show you what we're making actually first, and then we'll do it. So yeah, that's what we're making today. If that sounds good to you, then please stick around. We're gonna jump right into it. So I'm just gonna pull up Serum here and just initialize the preset. So then we're gonna initialize oscillator A, oscillator B, and the sub, and also the filter too, and put that to B. And then oscillator A, we're just gonna put a sine wave there. The sub will just be a sine wave as well. Put the octave up one and drag the level down to about 25%. And then with oscillator B, we're going to do something a little bit spicy. We're going to pull up a DS on try, and we are going to, oops, I always do that. We're going to put sync on there. And essentially what this is doing is just adding some harmonics into the sound because, you know, obviously just with the sine waves, it's pretty boring, right? It's just, it sounds like a phone dial or whatever. With putting this on, we're just thickening up the sound. We're adding some harmonics. We're just making it bigger, right? So yeah, that's all done, and then we're just going to go down to alpha 1, and we're going to make a pluck-ish shape. I don't know what you call it. A downslope? Downslope? I feel like that sounds professional or something. So yeah, we're going to just make a shape like that. Turn this on envelope and put the rate to 1 to 16. We're going to be using this later. I just want to make sure it's done so we don't have to click all the way over to the oscillator tab, so much work. And then we're going to hop over to the effects section and turn on some compression here. And we're actually gonna do multi-band compression, which I don't do very often, but today is a special day. So we're essentially going to bring the highs all the way down. Gonna bring the mids to about, I don't know, we'll say 50%. Now we'll bring it down a little more, maybe 35. And we're gonna filter this out, so don't worry if it's sounding a little too has a little too many high frequencies. Bump the gain up a little bit, and yeah, that should be about do it. So we're going to add some distortion here, and we'll do soft clip. We'll crank the drive up and to 100%, and then we'll bring the mix down to about 30%. The reason why we're not doing mix all the way up is because we still want to retain some of that original sound, because obviously we do want the thick sine waves. We want to be able to hear those clearly. We don't want too many artifacts additionally. So, and then we're going to throw on just a filter, MG. You could, in the default settings, I think it's fine. You could turn it down maybe a little bit if you want, but you don't have to. And yeah, that sounded pretty good so far. So then this is where our surprise tool comes in. We're going to go over to the matrix, and we're going to source LFO 1 and set it to global master tune, and bump that up to about 10. If I can't get this precise. I really want to get 10. Okay. And essentially what that's doing is it's detuning the entirety of the sound. Because sometimes, like for some sounds, you'll link an LFO to just the regular fine tuning on these, but when you have a sub here, you can't detune that, obviously. You can't. There's no fine tuning or anything. So that's when we want to use Master Tune. So it gets the whole sound. And I'm actually going to adjust that a little. Yeah, and that sounds good. That's pretty much the sound. So yeah, well let's listen to it with the kick drum. Yeah, that's sounding thick. So yeah, that is how to make a fat slapping freaking sub bass. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, thumbs up, subscribe, all those things. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. See you around.